Morning, guys. Won't be morning when you watch this, but I don't know why I say that, but because I always do. But how are you all? Are you well? So I'm going to try and be a little bit more informative when I vlog today, because I always watch them back and I think, I didn't tell you what day it was. I didn't tell you all of what was going on. I just told you some of what was going on. So I'm going to try and, yeah, be a little more informative. So it is a Saturday. It is what time is it? Hold that thought. 6:24 a.m.
Indie pop banger.
What's the radio? And it is basically dark, which is rubbish because it is now the 2nd of November, and it is wintry here now. So it's fine. You just deal with it. It's just how it goes. Mud comes, and then the summer comes back again at some point. But it's a more difficult time of year. So I've got a car full of feed because I went to the feed shop yesterday, a cup full of tea, and we are going to a show today. We are taking Obi to Kiso, love Kiso, and I'm warming up one of my young clients before, so that's why I've got to get up quite early. So we're going to go, I need to leave the yard at 8 o'clock, so it's 6:30 now. So get to the yard, do feed, that kind of thing. We're going to turn some of the young ones out because, so I've got 3 3-year-olds in at the moment, and they've all worked really hard all week, so they're going to just have a couple of days out now. Saturday and Sunday they'll go out because I've got a clinic tomorrow. So when with my young horses, I always tend to like to give them 2 days off. So they work through the week, and they don't necessarily work 5 days a week, but they maybe will work 4, 3 with a day in between, with variety. So it's not just they do the same thing every single day. And then they have the 2 days off at the weekend. So that is the plan with them. So there's not going to be me riding anything else. And yeah, so I'm riding 2 tests today. I'm riding a novice and an elementary, and I've not ridden an elementary for like, I don't know, 18 months with Obi, 2 years maybe? No, not 2 years. No, it can't be that long. But before his injury. So it's kind of quite cool to be going and doing that. I think it's going to be a bit wobbly, but I am going to give it a crack. This doesn't actually mean anything in terms of qualification, this test, which is quite nice, because if it was really bad, I can just go, stop, sorry, thank you, bye, it was good practice. The regional qualification, I could still be qualifying for regionals if I wanted to be, but I wouldn't have enough time to get all of the points I need at elementary, so I'm not in any hurry, and I wouldn't be ready next year at elementary to be at regionals. I wouldn't be competitive, so there's not much point in like pushing for it. So yeah, we're just gonna go and do it as training and really think of my coaching points that I've got in my head that I have from my coaches, so what my goals are. So every time I feel a bit nervous about it, I'm gonna think, right, but I'm gonna really make sure I'm riding into my corners, making sure that I've got enough jump in the canter, keeping the neck nice and relaxed. You know, I've got the things I'm working on to think about, and that will help tame my nerves. Really good tip, actually. I once messaged my coach Claire on a show day, and I was like, I'm really nervous. It was a championship, and she said, just think about your coaching points, think about what your goals are, think about what it is you're setting out to achieve, and she says, I promise you'll feel better. And it really does, because it refocuses that nervous energy into a positivity. So thanks for that, Claire, really appreciate it. I don't know if you'll watch this, but if you do, really appreciate you, you're the best. So yeah, let's go. Also, one other thing, Dee is going to be weaned soon. That will probably be my next video. I don't know if that will be a whole video, because I don't think it's going to be a very interesting thing. So I've turned Mo, Dee, Zora and Nana all together, like this little sisterhood. And it's very interesting, like Dee and Zora have been playing, because obviously, I mean, they're closer in age than Mo and Dee are. Mo is 15, Dee is 6 months old, whereas Zora's only 3, so she's acting like a big sister for her, which is so nice. It's so great to see. Like, it's really, really sweet. They like run about a bit together and stuff. They're out in the really, really big field, so we'll see them when we drive up the drive. But yeah, it was quite a nerve-wracking thing to do. I spoke to a few people and they were kind of like, oh well, Mo could be very dominant over the foal and kick the others, and I was like, I know she's not really like that. I know that she's been out with Nanette a lot in the past, because I used to, when I was at different yards, they would actually go out in the field together all the time, when I, like, years ago, when I first got them. 10 years ago when I first got them. I know, I've had them that long. Makes me feel so old. But they were just fine. Mo was just like grateful to be out with Nanette, because she always loved Nanette, and they've just got on like a house on fire, in a good way. I always find that a really strange analogy, got on like a house on fire. I don't want my house to be on fire. Anyway, it's 6:30 in the morning and I'm clicking my neck on a video. Anyway, right, I'm gonna go drive to the yard and we'll carry on doing this chatty business when I get there. So Mo and Dee Dee and Zora and Nanette are actually out in this field. I can't even see them. That's how big a field it is. So let's go see if we can find them. There they are. Miles apart, as always. There's Mo. Can't even see Dee Dee. Had some sort of hair drama. I tried to take my hat off while I was driving and it all fell out, so I've got to put it back on again. My hat with a hole in it that I got bought from a lovely client from Amazon. So for anybody that asks, it's from Amazon. And if I'm really smart, try to remember to put the link in there, because then I get like a penny every time somebody buys one. Woo! You gotta make the dollar somehow, right, guys? Because horses don't pay very well. Right, so first job is going to be feeding the herds. Emily is going to be here soon and she's going to come with me, but I need to pack the lorry, get Obi ready. We need to do some mucking out, we need to do some turning out. So, yeah. I'm going to go put a pair of welly boots on. Because that is how it goes now. Get out your car, put your wellies on. Anyway, I've talked enough for now. Here goes. Should go see Zora on her holidays. So she's still on holiday, evidently. And she probably will be now, still for a couple more months, really. There's no need for me to be in a rush. In no rush, are we? She looks a bit different though, doesn't she? See if I can get like a quick picture of her from when I first got her. But yeah, look. No rug. And she's warm, fluffy, eating her. What you got in there? You got your chaff, your fibre beet, and some linseed. All a 3-year-old needs. Lots of key nutrients in linseed. It's like us eating avocados. Fun fact. It's got like good fat in it and lots of omega-3s. So yeah, I'm really pleased with how she's looking. And then that's Nanette, 25-year-old Nanette. So if you don't know who these horses are, go and watch my Meet the Horses video. I haven't bought any new ones myself. I've held myself back. My bank account has held me back, to be fair. But yeah, so she's doing really well actually. I'm really pleased. Really pleased with how she's looking. She will get a rug on, but she just hasn't needed to have a rug on. So yeah, probably don't really have time for this today. Just trying to make sure that she doesn't then go over and steal Mo and Dee Dee's feed, because Mo and Dee Dee gets different feed, obviously, because of their fault. So yeah, Mo will be the one that comes in to start with. I'm gonna bring Mo in and leave Dee Dee out in a coat, obviously. She'll have a rug on. And then when the weather's bad, then Dee Dee will come in a bit. But while the weather is okay, it's just a bit colder. No need. Oh guys, eat faster. Eat faster, otherwise you're gonna get that stolen off you, and then I've got to stand here and wrestle that other horse off you. They're not the fastest, and then the other horses come and try and get their feed, and I have to like do this horse scaring, waving arm thing. Anyway, right, I need to go really, so calm down, because I'm rushing, because I'm trying to do this. Hey Doodles. Beautiful baby. Look how big she is now. Nearly as big as Mo. Is anybody else's dog really useful when they finish their buckets? He goes and gets them out of the field. The only slight problem with it is he then uses it as a toy. So I've now been and got this horse ready to go out in the field, and he's now taking it back to the field. Bentley, no, love, don't do that. Leave it here, please. Leave it. So this is why we are doing this. So that is Dee Dee with Nanette. And that, I don't even know if you can see that. That's Moses. Right there. So they are basically weaning themselves. Hey? You don't mind not being with your mama so much now? So I leave them in this field for a couple of weeks together, and then just take Mo out. Dee Dee stays. Hopefully, no shouty, because they have actually been independent of each other for quite a long time now, honestly. Look at this. What are you doing? You want me to throw the bucket? Really? I need to go pack the lorry and get Obi ready and not forget anything. We have a stand-in lorry today, this little one here. Michelle was meant to be coming, but she couldn't come, and we were going to go in her big horse box, but we have been lent one, so very lucky. Don't have my own horse box. It's an expensive thing to have. Don't have lots of monies to have nice big horse boxes. Maybe one day. So we turned all the horses out. I'm just gathering stuff together in the tack room. I'm not cleaning his tack now. I'm going to clean it when we get to the show, because we've got actually quite a big gap between, because I said I didn't know that I'm warming up a client, and then and then I'll have a gap for my test, so I don't have to clean my tack. Like, ran out of time yesterday. It was dark and I couldn't get it done in time because I had to go and teach. So I am taking stuff with me and doing it at the show. Say taking stuff with me as she leaves it on the floor. I'm actually breaking tradition today. So I have been asked by a local company called the Saddle Pad Company to test out their products. So here we have one of them. So this is an Equitex saddle pad. Now this is this is the GP shape. So this is what I ride all the young horses in, and it's like a foam, but it's got a thicker pad at the top. So it gives them really good cushioning under the saddle, and it's not like memory foam. You see it springs back. So what you don't get is the like memory foam that crumples up and then stays squashed next to the skin. So this is really, really interesting technology. It's also this like velvety material, which is very grippy, and so it sticks very well to the horse's back. So it, you get a really good bit of grip on the saddle, on the horse's back, sorry, and then on the saddle, it's got these silicone parts here. And they're so smart. I mean, look, that is a beautiful saddle pad, isn't it? So today, like I said, breaking tradition, I have got a black one to ride in. One day I'll have a white one to ride in, but they are not in production yet, because it's a really new company. So the brand is an Italian brand. They've been on the continent for a while, but they haven't been in the UK at all. So they've been brought over to the UK by the Saddle Pad Company, and they are who I'm working with. And they are, in fact, designing white ones, because they don't really use white saddle pads in Europe. I'm sure they do for dressage, but maybe not this company. Anyway, here we are. So, yes, breaking tradition, riding in a black saddle pad. Scary. I hope the judge doesn't pull me up or something. You're allowed to ride in muted tones, so it's definitely a muted tone. This is when I get covered in stuff. It's nearly run out, guys. The spray has stopped working. Put it in the no, I can't get it open. I got it open the other day and I couldn't tell you how. Okay, so plan B, scrub the legs, hope they come clean. And actually worked really well. Just hot clothing them off. Maybe I found a new technique. No joke. Poo stains. Ah. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing, but I've got a cloth, a bucket of really hot water with Dettol in it, and I've just literally gone on and like rubbed the poo stains. The poo stains are gone. So, Obi-Wan is ready, taking an extra layer. Gets quite warm when he travels, and the weather's weird though. It says it's going to piss with rain at 9 o'clock, but it's only 8 o'clock now, so. But yeah, just got to put some shavings in the box and check that I've got everything. Oh, I forgot my boots and his. The height of organisation. This is why I wanted to pack the lorry last night, so this didn't happen. But that didn't happen, so now this is happening. Chain of events. Ice boots, check. Bridle, check, with better reins that don't have bobbles on them. I'll tell you about that later. Saddle, girth, saddle pad. Ice boots, hat and jacket in there. Spare rug, lunch. With peas in. So these are the peas that I feed him. Everybody asks me about the peas. Split crushed peas, dried. Not frozen ones from the co-op. Forever, 'cause I never wanna be without love. Set me free. I'll forever, never set me free. No, no, no. Let me, leave me, never leave me without love. That is a song and a half, that. Nah. You got mud on your head. I got it? Yeah, on the side of your head like a splatter, and on your chin. Absolutely brilliant. Wow, this weather. Now, where's Alex?
Sitting here again.
We have just arrived. I realised I didn't bring my waterproof coat, so that's really fantastic. I've got a soft shell jacket, but not a waterproof one. So let's go get really bloody wet. I don't want to try. Nice big smile at the jump. You are the pilot, not the passenger. Ready? Up into trot, have a nice trot round, Lil. This is breathing. You're going to be great.
Thank you.
It's okay on you, mate. Not too warm. It's lovely warm in here.
Yeah, it's
Windows
nice.
weren't very open. Really
The camera's like steamed up.
I've opened. Is it
It's so
actually?
steamy.
Actually
Yes, look. Wow.
Spa time.
Wow.
Spa time. Elby and Miri.
That looks great.
Hilarious.
Look
Right,
at
let's go
it.
and see our scores.
Okay.
Nearly ready. I'm so cold. It is really Arctic. I'm gonna put 2 layers on to warm up, and we're gonna put a rug on him when we go to take him out. So, yes, got about half an hour. My lovely client did so amazing. She got 68% and then 70% in both of her tests. And the pony can be quite sharp, so so important. He did a bit of sneezing in the test and she was just so happy, and it's so lovely coaching young people when they can come and achieve their goals like that, because it just makes my heart happy. Anyway, let's see if we can go and achieve our goals. What did you get, Lily?
Double red.
Woo! So I was pleased with that. He said, I always get this feeling when I go in the test that he stops breathing a bit. He kind of drops me and goes a bit behind my leg. So I definitely need to keep working on that. But it'll be interesting to ride a second test and to ride a slightly harder test. He likes tests where there's like a bit more going on, so I can like kick him and ride him a bit more. But pleased with him, and it was fault-free essentially. So yeah, good boy, especially in the terrible, terrible weathers. Hates kisses.
Circle left 10 metres in diameter, canter, trot, canter. When crossing the line from the centre line first, look.
E.
You're here. No, E. Circle left 20 metres.
Oh yeah.
Just before C, retake the reins. M, working trot. B, turn right. X, turn right. G, halt, immobility salute.
Look at those trees blowing. It is so windy.
Fly away.
I don't know if you'll be able to hear anything, but it's so windy. The lorry is rocking. And we both just said that we're nervous. Oh, God. You okay, police horse? You're going to be a good boy in the wind. And I'm so grateful of riding this lovely, quiet horse. He has his moments, but it's not normally because of the weather.
No, just him being
So, first elementary in a hurricane. Well, this time since he's been off.
Oh.
So I rode a few elementaries before, but not very many. So yeah, right. Have to tell the video. Didn't happen otherwise. So good. People look at me weird when I'm vlogging, so I have to explain myself. So pleased with him. He tried so hard, and it just made me smile because he's, yeah, did it. We did it. First one. Just de-tackling myself in the lorry. Really pleased with him. I was just saying to Emily, sometimes on days like today, like the weather was bad and it was tricky and whatever, he's just such a lovely horse to ride because he tries so hard to be everything that you want him to be. and that is quite rare. Often you get it where you go to these situations and because of the circumstance, you know, the weather or whatever, they come against you or they change, whereas he's just so consistently obedient and kind and genuine, and that's just lovely. Obviously he can be sharp and tricky, but yeah, days like today when the weather's like that, he just knows his job and he knows he's just got to get on with it. Plant pots blowing all over the place in the warm-up. The arena boards fell over in the first test, like, yeah, not in my test, but in the warm-up. So yeah, just really pleased with him, but I hope that my score reflects how he felt, because he felt very good in my second test. And it's always hard because when they feel good, sometimes it's tricky because then that doesn't reflect your score. But I have to remember that these tests they're not going towards anything. They're not going towards any regional qualification or anything like that. So I just have to take it as a positive that we're here and competing, and he's sound and he feels fantastic, and it's the first step on the ladder. Not the last. By no means is it the last step on the ladder. Who knows where we'll end up with him. But yeah, really pleased with him today, and I'll go and find out my scores and see if they'll warm up my soup that I brought with me, because I'm a tight ass and I don't like eating chips all the time, surprise surprise. And yeah, I'm gonna go home. Lovely day. Thank God the weather improved a little bit. That rain, if it was that windy and that rainy, I would have had a cry, I think, because that was really grim this morning. My client did such a great job. She was so pleased, and she was tough, because I would have been whinging like a good one if I had been riding. I was whinging, and I wasn't even riding in that weather, so anyway, I will re-update you when I know my scores. We fashioned some ice wraps for him. They're from Amazon. They were like £8. The bit of his leg that we need to treat is his pastern, because that was where he had the injury before. So my vet said to just try and find something that we could put on that was like to the bottom. So here we are. My hair looks fantastic.
Amazing.
Time for lunch. Have your power peas. Love them peas, huh? Give peas a chance. Every time I say it, I think give peas a chance.
Oh, what, because that
like
thing?
On the motorway,
Yeah.
Good boy, Obi. Okay. That's enough. Oh,
Good job, guys.
you guys. That was good singing. Good singing. Christ. So, we are just on our way back. I actually just pulled over because I realised I didn't do any debrief when I left, because that was stupid. I won. I won my section in both tests, and I won the first test overall. And my scores, which is the coolest part, I got 73.9%. I think that's right. 73.8%, and then 71.21% in my second test in my elementary. 71%, his first elementary. Stick a fork in me, I'm done. I'm so happy. I'm so pleased with him. He tried so hard and he got the scores that reflected the feeling I got. So happy. We're on our way home. We ate some soup. It was debatably warm because we asked them to warm it up in the microwave at the show, and Emily's had chicken in it, and she's probably going to get salmonella. So if you never see us again, then it was really great knowing you guys, and we're now going to just do some more singing on the way home. Well, Emily's going to do some singing because she's the one that can sing. Sing for shit. I try, but I can't. And then if anybody wants to give her a record deal, then let me know. So she's embarrassed now. But yeah, we're going home, and it's stopped raining and it's not even windy anymore. So I'm pleased that we did all the riding when the tornado was there. Anyway, great day. Great day. So we are just back home. I've just been giving Obi a brush, and I just spoke to Michelle, his owner, and she's so happy with him. She's so pleased that he's back feeling good and being amazing. I keep feeling like I keep saying that, but I think when you have a horse that's been off for a little while, it is such a relief when they're like back consistently being great. You okay in there? New little neighbour? Don't eat my camera, please. I say that and they eat the camera instantly. So we're gonna rug up, change rugs. They all went out this morning and got a bit wet, so they need their rugs changing. No thanks, don't eat that, Minnie. And then that's it. That's all I'm gonna do today, which is so nice. I got T to do some coaching tomorrow though, so not really got much time off. But anyway, I hope you liked today's video. I hope you liked us dancing in the tornado. Oh. Oh dear, I hope this doesn't turn into another cold because I've been ill for long enough. Give the video a like, give it a share, subscribe to the channel if you don't already. Go away, please. And yeah, I will see you next time. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Bye for now.